Hey guys, welcome to Mom and Wifey channel. Today's video is gonna be about what it's like to be a young mom, and well, I want to share my little story based on what it was like for me to be a mom at the age of 19. I know there's moms who are parents at a much earlier age. But I just want to share my experience, what it was like for me. And for me, it was like a huge impact in my life. Well, going back to how I became a teen mom was, well, I was what you call a rebellious teenager. I really didn't want to hear my parents' advice. You know, when you're a teenager, you're like, oh, I know everything. Yeah, you know. But little, do we know, like as teenagers, that our parents know more than us, and when they tell us something is for our own good, and we really don't understand that. And that led me to making some very poor decisions about my future and things like that. I did finish high school, but I got into an unhealthy relationship and I ended up having a baby. And let me tell you, I do not at all regret having my son. My son is the biggest blessing that I can have. Is and forever will be my little hero, because having him about such a young age has taught me to grow up so fast. And although I did make my mistakes being a young mom, he has taught me the meaning of pure and true love. Like, no matter what mistake I could do, like, I knew that he would still love me no matter what. And that is something that changed me and impacted me in such a big way in my life. I was blessed enough to have my parents' help and support after my split up from my previous relationship, and I was able to raise my son with my parents' help, for a little bit, not forever. Because my mom was the type of mom that, you're old enough to have a baby, then you need to raise your child on your own. And I think her tough love taught me so much to know my own strength as a human being and as a woman. And I have a lot to be thankful to her for that. She wasn't the type of mother to be like, oh yes, I'll take care of your child. No, she was like, you know what? You got to take care of your own kid. I do have a lot to be thankful for. Like I said previously, I made my share of mistakes. I made a lot of bad decisions as I was growing up along with my son, as I was finding out who I was as a mother. As I was getting to know my own strength as a woman, as a single mom. And well, that led me to making poor decisions. But thankfully I had my parents who, with lots of tough love, they taught me the right way. And well, here I am. I was a single mom for about a good 9 years. I was a single mom until I met my husband, and with him I raised my son. And I gotta say that he came into our lives in the right moment, right before, way before he started being a teenager. And he helped me understand a lot of, the changes that boys go through, because sometimes as a single mom, we tend to not want to educate ourselves enough to teach our kids. And there were a lot of topics that I was very close-minded on, and I did not want to touch that subject. But he helped me to understand that those topics need to be broad, because it's better if he learns them from us, the parents, than if he learns them from his friends. So I grew up a lot as a mom. I grew up a lot, there's certain things that I'm still a little close-minded on, but then there's other ones that I'm very open-minded. Like talking to my child about certain things, it still is like, like, because in my mind, I want him to be that little kid, but I know that he's not that little baby anymore. And we have to teach him before the world teaches him the wrong things. So that is a bit of a challenge for me now. I'm trying to learn to let go of him little by little, and it's tough. It's tough when he's your only child, your only boy. For now. Yes, for now. And I gotta say, my son is an amazing kid. Despite having, those troubled teens and everything, but my son has a really kind heart. He is an amazing human being. I do gotta say that I gotta thank God that he's not a kid that's always on the streets. He's not into drugs like unfortunately a lot of kids are. My son is a really healthy teenager, I guess. He's a kid that's always home. And no, I'm not raising him to be a mama's boy, but I am teaching him, that to be in his home, that out there is just a lot of trouble. That's pretty much what the world teaches you, that everything out there is beautiful. But when they go into the world, they at times find themselves, with the wrong perception of what's really out there. So if we don't teach our kids how to handle and how to go about those ways, then we're gonna be raising a whole bunch of followers instead of leaders. So I am blessed. I am very, very blessed. And even though my mom's not here with me, I am blessed enough to know that I have my husband, that I have his support, that I know that he's going to be giving him wise and advices from men to men. And he's just an amazing husband. I don't know where I would be without him. Probably still be a single mom, but he has opened my eyes to a lot of things. I'm still having a bit of a hard time in certain things, but it's a work in process. But yeah, so that's something that has been going around my mind for the past couple of days, since my son's getting, is about to turn 16, and when you actually sit down and say, wow, where does time go? Like 16 years went by so quick. And it's just like, what? But I'm doing my best to raise my son to be a man that respects women, a man that, embraces women's strength, not to be ever intimidated by a woman who is independent and strong. I want him to be that type of husband that is there to support his wife through thick and thin, just like I have my husband who is my backbone, who is my right hand. He's my support. He is an amazing husband, and I gotta say that I am amazed. Like, I don't even know how I'm married to such an amazing husband, because I can tend to be a little bit difficult at times. Yeah, just at times. But yes, that was my thought for today, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I mean, if you mommies out there are going through something similar like this, I want to hear your stories. Let me know what you think. And well, I want to thank you so much for taking your time to watch my videos, to watching my blogs, for just being amazing. And if it's for your first time viewing my videos, I want to welcome you, and I want you to consider subscribing to my channel. Just don't forget to hit on the bell so you get all the notifications whenever I upload new videos. So with that said, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Bye.